everyone, here's a bunch of random clips that I filmed in December last year while out on a date with Mr. Bao. So we decided to visit Bukit Batok Nature Park. While we were walking towards the main attraction, we noticed this guy who had been running around the park. This time though, he was doing push-ups on a bench. I mean, not in the way where you tilt yourself with your arms on the ground and your feet on the bench to kind of flex your muscles. Not like that. He had his arms on one armrest and his feet on the other armrest, and his entire body was suspended over the length of the bench, and he was just going about his workout. Like, this was not just a feat of human muscle. Please don't try this at home. So the main attraction is this clearing where you can see this cliff face. It looks very similar to the little Guilin that's next to Bukit Gombak MRT station, but it's much closer here to the pond's edge. So it seems much more majestic in my opinion. I'm not sure if you can tell from these clips, but it was super hot in that clearing. We had left the house a little bit later than expected, so when we got there, the sun was already quite high up in the sky. The area was also quite forested, and maybe that was why it was so stuffy there. And then also because of the cliff face that made the air so still. So while we were in the clearing, in the quarry area, there was this cute family with two young boys. The whole family was decked out in blue and the parents wanted to take a picture together. So the dad called the son over and his son was like,
It's so hot why can't we stand over there?
It was kind of funny but then also relatable because both of us were absolutely melting also. And because it was so hot, we didn't stay for too long. We also had a fun little encounter as we were leaving. So this uncle had stopped us to ask if he was at the Little Guilin. When we told him that it was a different place, he was super confused because he drove all the way here. So on our way out, we also spotted a little common gliding lizard, or the thing which I know better as Draco from the book Practice Makes Perfect. After that, it was a somewhat short hop over to the rail mall, though we kind of got lost for a while. So we were heading there to have some lei cha or thunder tea rice, which we'd found on Google Maps while we were planning the trip the night before. It was still a bit early for lunch then, so we decided to go to Hill V2 first. So Hill V2 is a mall, and at Hill V2 we kind of went into their atas supermarket, mostly to get some aircon. And we saw this great deal on kombucha. We decided to try it because we'd been meaning to for a while. Unfortunately, we didn't really like it. One of the flavors was a blueberry ginger type of thing, and that was all ginger and zero blueberry. I didn't like it, but I'm also one of those people who only eats the tangyuan and leaves behind the ginger soup. But Mr. Bao eats almost everything and even he couldn't drink that. I am, however, happy to say that I did enjoy the passion fruit one, but it's not anything that I would really crave still, and I still don't understand the hype around kombucha. I think I'd rather get water or another kind of drink, but to each his own, I guess. So after that unfortunate incident, we made our way to Sunny's Choice for lunch. So the food here was great. It's a vegetarian place which serves food and then also sells other kind of packed goods. So we tried the lei cha first and it was okay. My favourite part though was the vegetarian ikan bilis that it came with. It's just fried mushrooms but they're delicious. Shout out to YT who introduced this to us while we were working together before uni. We also tried their sushi, which was fresh vegetables rolled up in seaweed with a side of some sort of sweet wasabi sauce. Ooh. This was super refreshing after walking outside in the tropical heat. So after that satisfying lunch, we walked to the MRT and we decided to take a trip into town. We went exploring for a while and we ended up at Funan, where we had dinner at Afuri Yuzu Ramen. So we tried both the original and the shoyu ramen. So the stars of the dish were the noodles and the broth. The broth was super appetizing as it was savory, then slightly sour from the yuzu, then a bit bitter from the yuzu rind. The taste of the shoyu one is more shoyu than yuzu, so if you aren't too sure about whether you will like the yuzu taste or not, you can get the shoyu one instead. And that's about it for our trip out that day. Because of the lack of footage, it somehow became a food review. Oops. In any case, thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Bye!